press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Now, in the water topic, in the previous classes, we have discussed about the water and its cycle and the different distribution of water on the earth's surface, right? Now, we are going to discuss the further topics in the water chapter. Chapter is water, and the points are, means further topics are ocean circulation. Today in this class we will study about the ocean circulation. Have you ever gone to a seashore or any beach or any ocean, near ocean or near seashore, or it may be a beach? Okay, let us take a beach. Have you guys had been to a beach anytime? Yes, I think so many of you guys had been to a beach, right? You have seen that inside that sea, means near to that sea, there will be a land surface, right? That land surface, there will be a cool breeze and there will be a sand in it. It will be very wet because of the continuous coming and going of the water on the land surface or on the seashore. Right, the sand which is the coolest sand or a wet sand which is present on the seashore, it will be very nice to walk on that sand, right? Yes, and also I think you guys have walked in the windy days. There will be a cool breeze on that oceanic surfaces or a seashore, and there will be a wet sand, and there will be a seabirds to see. It may be penguin, and there are some stones, colorful stones, right? And also what else you can see in the sea surfaces? You can see many things in the sea surfaces. The voice of the wind, waves, the waves will be coming and going, means they will be coming and going, and they will be hitting to a land surface or a seashore, right? Those are you can see. While they are coming and moving, you will observe some sound, that is sound of the waves, like it will come like this and it will go, right? That is sound of the waves. And also you have smelled a smell of salt in the air. Yes, because of the salt which is present in the sea. These are the things you can see at the that is beach or a seashore, right? Yes. When we go to a beach or a seashore, it will be pleasant surface, means it will be a fascinating thing because there will be a so much pleasant environment in the seashore. Now we are going to see about this oceanic circulation. What are the circulations will take place in the ocean? There are some circulations which will take place in the ocean. Those are waves, tides and oceanic currents. See, in the ocean we can see waves, tides and the oceanic currents. These are the three important circulation which will take part in the oceanic circulation. Now we will going to see about the waves. What are the waves? Yes, waves are those water which rise and fall across the land surface is known as waves. The water which rise and fall alternatively across the land surface is known as waves. You have seen that in the land, treat this one as a land surface. Water will come like this and it will hit the land surface and again it will go. This thing will happen in the seas, right? In the beach, right? The water which comes, this is a land surface or a seashore, which is where wet sand we can see, and the water will come like this and it will hit the surface and it will again go. This is known as waves. Those water which rise and again it will fall. It will rise and it will fall. These things will happen alternatively. This is known as waves. Understood? Yes. These waves depend on the wind. If there is a strong wind across the sea surface, then these waves will be very stronger. Okay, they may go very high or they may be very strong to hit the land surface when there is a stronger wind. If there is a less wind or a less air or a weak wind, then these waves will go slowly smooth and they will return back, and they won't go much higher. They won't see like this. Let me show with a hand. See, when there is a much wind, they will push like this and they will hit back. They will go to a upper surface and they will hit back. When there is a less wind, they will slowly move and they will come back. This will happen in the seashore, and those waves are depending upon the air. Okay, and these waves, these are during the storms there will be a stronger wind, the stronger waves. At the storm time there will be a stronger waves, because in the storms there will be a much amount of wind. Stronger wind will be there. That is why the waves will also get stronger. And these stronger winds, they may cause tremendous destructions. Because of the stronger waves, there may be a tremendous destructions. It may be volcano, it may be earthquake, anything, natural calamities, they can cause these waves to displace. These waves can be, they become very fast, they become very strong in this earthquake or a volcano time, and there will be a much more destruction, and those may convert into a tides, the bigger waves. Okay, these waves, they will form a tsunamis at that time. When there is a earthquake or some kind of volcanoes, the plates, as I explained in the previous classes, because of the movement of the plates, earthquake will happen. Because of that earthquake, the plates which is below this ocean surface will also move. That is why the water which is present on the earth surface will also move. When these plates move faster, this water also move faster. It forms a tide or a wave. Okay, and whenever you can see, whenever a flood comes into your village, there will be a destruction of houses, there will be a destruction of many kind of places in a village. The same thing will happen in the seashore. Whenever these waves will come in a stronger way, there will be a destruction of everything which is present to a nearer surface of that ocean. It may be big buildings may get vanished, and every animal or even people also float in the water and they will die. This everything will happen when the waves are very stronger. Then this leads to a tsunamis. These volcanoes and earthquakes, they will lead to a tsunamis, and they may be go up to 15-meter high. But till now the largest tsunami which is caused is about 150-meter high. See, we have seen that, we have known that only they may go up to 15-meter high. Okay, but we have seen till now, till date, the highest tsunami happened was 150-meter high. See, this is a surface, this is a seashore. From here, the waves will, the tides will go up like this to a 150-meter. See, it will go up to a height of 150-meter and then it will come down. How much height it will take, right? This is about the largest tsunami ever occurred now. And these waves will travel 700 kilometer per hour. See, in the bus we travel 40 kilometers per hour, that is the maximum. But you see, where is 40 and where is 700? See, these waves, they will travel 700 kilometers per hour. You see, from here to the Bangalore, they will travel in a 1 hour. Right? How much force that will be? See, even a big buildings which are standing, they will all get demolished. They will all get demolished by the force of that waves. Okay. The strongest tsunami occurred was in 2004. It was a very strongest tsunami because of our bad luck, because of some movement of some plates, and this tsunami has occurred. Okay. And this was taken so many lives and so much amount of destruction has happened till now. Okay. So this is about the waves. Now we will see about the, let me rub it clearly. Now we will see about the tides. What are the tides? Tides are rhythmic rise and fall of the waves. Okay, rhythmic rise and fall of the ocean water twice in a day is known as tides. Let me write it here. Rhythmic rise and fall of ocean water twice in a day. Okay, tides are a rhythmic rise or a fall of a ocean water twice in a day. It is a further version of waves. Okay, see, these waves, they may cover longer distance on the earth's surface, and they may go up to very high, they may travel up to very higher places, and they will cover up the longer distance on the seashore. Those are called longer tides. And some tides will just cover the lesser distance on the seashore, and they may be lesser in height. Those are called shorter tides. Okay. This will happen on the seashore, near the seashore. And the gravitational pull of the moon and the sun on the earth's surface means, as there is a gravitational pull of the earth, we are standing here because of gravitational pull of the earth, but the gravitational pull of the sun and the moon will attract the water. Okay. Let me write it. This is the sun and this is the moon. Okay. The gravitational pull of this moon and the sun, they will attract the water from the earth's surface. Because of this, tides will form. This water, see, the water which is present on the earth's surface, it will go up like this because of the gravitational pull. Okay. That's why tides will form. During the full moon day or during the full moon day, when sun and the moon and earth, when they are in a line, this gravitational pull will be very much higher. That time the tides will be very much higher. Understood? Yes. When there will be a full moon day, this is a moon, this is earth, and this is sun. When there will be a full moon day, they will lie in a line, and the force or a gravitational pull exerted by the moon will be much higher on the earth's surface. That time the tides will be much higher. The tides will be much higher. Understood? They will be much higher. that is known as spring tides. Those tides are known as spring tides. The time when there is a full moon day, the sun, the moon and the earth, they will lie in a same plane. Then there forms a high tide. Those are called spring tides. But when the moon is in its first quarter or when it's in fourth quarter, at that time the gravitational pull will be same, but water will go opposite to a gravitational pull. That is why at that time tides will be lesser. Okay, understood? When there is a first quarter or a fourth quarter of a moon, that time the water will flow opposite to a gravitational force of the moon. That time tides will be a slower tides. Then those tides are called as neap tides. Those tides are called as neap tides. You have seen the spring tides and the neap tides. Spring tides are those tides where because of the high efficiency of the gravitational pull of the moon, the water will get much higher and the tides will get much higher. Those are the spring tides. When the moon is in first quarter or a fourth quarter, the gravitational the water will flow opposite to the gravitational pull of the moon surface. At that time tides will be a lesser. That is known as neap tides. Okay, these tides, they will help in the navigation. How they will help in the navigation? These tides, they will come near to the seashore, right? So that the one who is the captain, who is driving a ship or a boat, he will think that, okay, these tides are moving to a seashore, then it's a way for me to go to a seashore. That's how they can reach the harbor. Harbor is a place where boats are, ship are, means they made to stand. Okay, like that they will help in the navigation. They will move, always tides will move to a seashore. So that will help the navigation purpose, because they will think that, okay, they are moving to a seashore, that will that is our way to reach the harbor, then they will move in that direction. That is how they help in the navigation. And also when there is a tide, at that time much amount of fishes will come to a seashore. Okay, at the time of the tides or waves, much amount of fishes come to a seashore. That is how it will be very helpful for the fisherman. Fisherman can fish at that time. They will get a plenty of fishes. Like that they will help in fishing too. And also some tides in they will help in generation of electricity. Okay, so these are the three uses of the tides. They can be helped in they can means in the purpose of navigation they are helpful, and for the fishing they are helpful, and also to generate some electricity they are helpful. So this is about the tides and the waves. Till now we have seen that there are some this oceanic circulations, thus it tides, waves, and what is oceanic currents. Now we have seen that the tides and seen about the tides and the waves. From the starting we have seen that what are waves? Waves means those which rise and fall on the near the seashore because of the air or wind. Okay, the water which rise and fall near the seashore, which are because of the wind flowing across the seashore, is waves. And we have seen that these waves, there are some low waves and higher waves because of the water pressure. When air pressure, when there is a much pressure of the air, there forms a higher waves, and when there is a less pressure of the air, there forms a lower waves. Sometimes these waves will become a bigger tides and they will cause the tsunamis. The biggest tsunami ever occurred was in 2004. It is about 150 meter height. The tsunamis may go up to height of 15 meter, but the biggest ever was 150 meter height. And these tsunamis, what they will do? They will form a very huge amount of destruction. Okay, these waves will lead to a tsunamis because of the earthquake or a volcanoes. At that time, the plates which are below the water bodies, they will also move, which ultimately leads to a transfer of water, which ultimately leads to a tide, and that will cause a destruction, huge amount of destruction, where so much of life, everything will be get vanished. So till now we have seen that in 2004 we have seen a big tsunami that is about 150 meter high. There so many destruction has happened, and we also have seen that what else we have seen? We have seen about the tides. These tides are the ocean water which rise and fall alternatively twice in a day is known as tides. The oceanic water which rise and fall alternatively twice a day is known as, what we called it as? That is called as tides. Okay, those tides, they will depend upon the gravitational pull of the moon and the sun. The water which is present on the earth's surface, it will be influenced by the gravitational pull of the moon and the sun. Okay, so when the full moon day, when they are at a line, when the sun, moon and the earth are at a line, there will be a much amount of gravitational pull. That is why these water will become a high amount of tide. It will be drawn towards them. So there forms a high amount of tide, that is known as spring tides. And when there will be a less amount of gravitational pull, they will move opposite to a gravitational pull, and there forms a neap tides. So this is about the tides, and we have seen that about the ocean current we will see in the next classes. Okay, so this was about our tides and the waves, and till now we have seen about the water, what are the circulations in the ocean. We have seen that world 22nd March is celebrated as a World Water Day. So this is totally about the water topic, and we will see the next topics in the further classes. So this is about the today's topic. Thank you.